James Gunn is currently working on The Suicide Squad. Now, some recent posts have showed up that say he is in fact also working on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, many people are confused as to what does this mean? How can he be working on one if he's working on the other? How are they handling this and what exactly is the process here? And it's really not as complicated or as convoluted or really as big of a mess as I've seen some website try to pass it on as, and it's a lot more simplistic when you really just look at it and realize that it is what it is and that's how it's going to go, but we'll talk about that. Okay, so we know that James Gunn is currently shooting Suicide Squad 2. So recently, he's been taking to social media multiple times throughout the, months really, and talking about his other projects, his favorite things. And one thing that gets brought up pretty frequently is Guardians of the Galaxy. For some reason, there's still people that don't believe he's back, even though he is back. And recently, he was asked specifically about working on the third film and also working on the Suicide Squad. And he said, he's doing Marvel and DC at the same time right now. And I've seen a lot of replies to this, and I've seen websites have some weird articles on it, and I don't know, it's just kind of weird. And I didn't really understand what was weird about it just reading this, but then I kind of got into it and I realized it was confusion. First and foremost, he's not working on Guardians of the Galaxy 3 right now. They're not shooting the movie. We know this for a fact. So I don't see where that confusion is coming in. What he's doing is what other people do. He's obviously working on the Suicide Squad, but there's still work being done on the third Guardians. He'll call up Kevin Feige and they'll tell him what new ideas they have, or maybe a new character gets approved to appear in something. Like, for example, let's say Silver Surfer, Norrin Rad. Suddenly they realize, well, maybe we can fit that character into Guardians 3. So he calls up James Gunn. He's like, hey, thumbs up. What do you want to do with Norrin? And he goes, oh, well, I had this character in this planet, but I could kind of play around with these elements and make it Norrin. All right. So get working on that script. Submit me your idea, and then we'll talk to some more people, and we'll get that hashed out, and we'll see what happens. Again, that's constantly happening. He was working on other projects when he was working on MCU films. It doesn't mean he's directly shooting both at the same time. That's literally impossible. You can't do that in a studio. It's not going to let you do that. But what he's saying is, yeah, he started work on Guardians 3 and he's still working on it at the same time while working on a Marvel/DC film / the other way around. Because I guarantee by the time he's doing Guardians 3, DC will more than likely have hired him back for, I don't know, Suicide Squad 3 or something else he's wanted to work with, and he'll be developing that while he's doing the other thing. That's just Hollywood business.